So much for Santa Claus rally. What's going on, traders? I hope you guys crushed it today. Today, I ended up making over 5 figures on the day, $3,000 in my funded accounts and well over $12,000 in my options account, simply playing the rejection of key levels and overreactions. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, as well as a game plan heading into the new year. Before we get into today's video, I would just like to let everyone know that we do have a holiday special. You need to take advantage of it because prices will be going up immensely in the new year. We have monthly memberships going for $49 a month, and we have yearly subscriptions going for $299 for the year. If you'd like to take advantage of it, link is in the bio. Let's get into it. So, first things first, guys. First thing in the morning, I ended up getting calls. Why did I buy calls? I simply, during this sell-off, I had my mouse here, and I've realized that we were at the support of yesterday. I ended up hitting these calls live on stream and ended up being the low of the morning. These calls printed. This put me ahead for the day, and it was absolutely crazy. The next trade I ended up getting into was... I ended up getting puts at 475, the first reaction. You'll be able to tell more on the 1 minute than you will on any other time frame. So I did puts at 475, and we shorted right here, and we sold the move. This was also a great play. One of my losing plays for the day ended up being around 475.50. Was it 475.50? Yeah, it was literally this candle here. So we ended up buying calls towards the previous support of the day, 475.50. Remember what I told you guys. SPY doesn't have that much data, but SPY does respect full and half dollar amounts. 475.50 ended up being the resistance for the day. We briefly made it into a support, had big upside potential. As soon as we rejected it, this is where the big downside move happened. So I ended up buying calls. Oh, it was at 475. I ended up buying calls at 475, guys. I did not sell the move. I ended up getting stopped out for a small L, and then just let the put contracts ride. We had extremely safe put contracts. Dimitri, myself, and Options Doctor. We did not alert this in the Discord. We just did on our FaceTime call because you never want to put anyone, especially with the amount of eyes we have on us. We don't want to make people bearish when the market's bullish, and we don't want to make people bullish when the market is bearish. This is a trade we took personally, and this printed extremely well. It was a very good risk to reward, but it still was a high risk play. So we ended up going super safe, and this what printed us over 5 figures on the day each. We all hit the same play, same contracts, and the positions we were in, guys, they ended up going 6 to 7 times the original entry. So 6 to 700% from when we bought in. We took profits within 30 to 40 cents of our contract. They went up $6 to $7 down. That's how big this move was. So this is one of the reasons why I'm extremely green on the day. If I haven't showed you my options account, I made $1,000 in each account, and my big account, I was well over 12,000. So I'm going to show you why we sold off today. A lot of people don't understand why. They kept trying to buy the dip and buy the dip and buy the dip. I'm going to show you. So I told you that SPY what is it called? SPY respects key levels, right? So the first key level we broke through, 475. We turned it into a roof, a resistance. We broke through it, came up, retest, big sell off. We sold off from the 200 EMA and 474. The reason why I was not buying calls on the break of this is because I was already in puts. My calls did not work to begin with, so I ended up just holding my puts until one of my key levels became a support. Look at every single line we have. Nothing was a support. This is the only time I probably would have sold, but I obviously sold up here. I would never have held this move because 470.73 did hold as a support, and we did get an immense bounce off of that. But I'm going to show you right now why we continue selling off. Every key level we broke through, we came back up, retested, big sell-off. Came up, retested, big sell-off. Came up, retested, big sell-off. This is the reason why you need to have key levels on your time frames at all times, guys. SPY respects key levels. A key level is the history that a stock has shown you where big bounces and big rejections happen from. That's all my key levels are, where SPY has shown us in the history that we've had big bounces and big rejections from every single line you see on my chart right now. And there's a reason to hold puts when you keep seeing big rejections, okay, or break of key levels, and then we come back, retest it, big rejection. Come back up, retest it, big rejection. Come back up, retest it, big rejection, right? So that is why SPY was continue to sell off. The key levels that we broke through, and I'm so happy I was short biased and was in puts at a good spot, because if I would have just came on my computer, as soon as we broke out of the 200 EMA, I probably would have bought calls here. And then I probably would have bought calls here. And then I probably would have bought calls here and here and here and here, right? That is why you need to stay with the trend and you make a game plan. Once you buy in, you short, you have some runners left, you have a key level. You be like, I'm not selling this until this becomes a support, or I'm not selling until this becomes a resistance, and that would have gave you the entire play down because nothing became a support. So anyways, we're going to get into the price action and where we're going to tomorrow and so forth. So one of my big key levels, we have 465.28. This is going to be my new level. We bounce exactly off one of our micro key levels at 467.38, which is a great level to be buying calls at. So I'm going to make this a little bigger. So we know that this is a good level because this is a key level and we did bounce nice off this. So to the lower side, going downwards, we have 465.28. 464.72, 462, and 461.55. What I think is a very good possibility is we come back up, we retest 470 and get the downside. But we already retested 470, so this is a great opportunity to have swung puts because it just made sense. If you look at the daily time frame right now, we have an extremely bearish candle. You do not swing calls into candles like this. We have a big rejection in the 475s. So far we have 2 touch points and look at the downside potential once we can't make it support. So where can potentially this go, guys? We could potentially fill this last gap in the 440s. I would not doubt if this happens sometime in the new year, but you also got to understand this is kind of a time to be bullish. 401ks. This is going to be one of the first times in history that the 401ks did not turn out positive for the year. This is my opinion. I truly believe that the 401ks, right, in either direction, whether we close neutral, red, or a little up on the year, I have a feeling people are going to be sick and tired and not trust it. And there's going to be big sell-offs. I was speaking with Dimitri. He was the one that was informing me about this. And he thinks 480 is a good price target. I personally believe 480 to 500. We're all in the same, we all think the same. So in or around that price range is where we could see potentially big drops. Because anyone holding and investing in the last year and a half, they bought in the 400s. They saw the mid 300s, and now we're at the high 400s, almost 500. This is when people could be like, I don't trust this market anymore, so I'm pulling my money out. And either way, whether we end a little up and neutral and negative, I truly believe that this could signal a big market correction to the downside. But that being said, the government is in charge of the 401ks. History has shown us the 401ks print every single year. So I do believe that there is a strong possibility of us making new highs, us making those 401ks positive for the year. But of course, I'm going to be using confirmation. As of right now, look how low we are. Our major key level is going to be 470 no matter what. 470, you have the lower levels, guys. I'm going to be live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time, 30 minutes before market open, and we can have a better picture of what the pre-market is doing. I don't want to give you guys big levels right now because this could end up gapping down heavily tomorrow, or we can be gapping up heavily tomorrow. So the best thing to do is I'm going to read the price action of the pre-market, give you my analysis, give you the best levels to trade at. I'm going to give you the best levels at the best prices to make trades tomorrow morning. If you'd like to be there, guys, 9 a.m. Eastern time on YouTube. Remember, we have a holiday special right now, guys. Take advantage of it. Link is in the bio. And episode number 3 in Montreal, the For a Podcast Spy Talk, will be launching on Saturday. Make sure you stay tuned to that. Thank you guys for watching these videos. I truly appreciate it. We've come a long way in the last year, guys, and I'm very grateful for all of you guys. So thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it. And yeah, guys, I'll see everyone tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Let's make some money. Take care, guys.